Today I'm in my office. This is my holistic practitioner office where I meet with clients. It's located at Creative Wellness Center in Alabaster, Alabama. I have some customers that are asking for more throat spray. And so what I thought I would do is do a video on how I make it and why you may need it. So I got a recipe download from someone on Etsy, and I can link that for you. Has several winter wellness recipes, and I have loved every single one of them. But the one that everybody seems to really be loving right now is the throat spray. And this is what it looks like when it's all made up. I happen to be using like this 2-ounce glass spray bottle. You can use whatever you want. You can even recycle a bottle. I do try to stay away from plastic. So I have some tools. I brought them from home because I knew I needed to make this up in between clients today, and I'm gonna walk you through it. So the recipe calls for 1 ounce of Thieves Mouthwash. So this is a Thieves Mouthwash. If you haven't tried it, it's fantastic. It's pretty potent. So some people choose to dilute theirs. This is a brand new bottle, and this is an 8-ounce bottle. And so I am going to just remove the cover there, and we're going to be using 1 ounce for each recipe, and I'm making a batch of 4. So when you see that I'm going to be multiplying this recipe, just keep in mind that I'm making 4 bottles. You can make however many you want, but it is 1 ounce of Thieves Mouthwash. So I have this little measuring cup that has the ounces on it, and I'm gonna put 4 ounces in this wide mouth mason jar. So this is 2 ounces. I'm gonna pour this in the mason jar, and I'm making it in a jar, or you can use a bowl, whatever you prefer, because when you start stirring these ingredients together, it's a whole lot easier to make it in something like this than try to get it in a little hole like that. So I like to make it in something else and then pour it into my spray bottle. So the second ingredient is going to be 1 ounce of water. So I've got some water here, purified water. You can use distilled water. This one happens to be from my Berkey purifier at home. And I'm going to do 4 ounces of this. If you're making one batch, you would use 1 ounce. So 2 and now 4. All right, so the next ingredient is 1 tablespoon of honey. Let me put my lid on my mouthwash so it doesn't tip over and spill. So I brought some raw honey from home. I get my honey locally, but I'm going to use 1 tablespoon for 1 batch. So I'm going to use 4 tablespoons. And this is a little more than 3 ounces in the bottle. 1 tablespoon of honey is equal to 1/2 ounce of honey. So I'm going to put in 2 ounces of honey to make 4 bottles of throat spray. And this is moving slow today because it is really cold, and this has been in the car. So, you know, honey doesn't pour well when it's cold. So I did not measure that by the tablespoon, but I know that I had almost 3 ounces in here, and I need 2 ounces of that out. So now do you see why I choose to use a larger jar or a bowl to put this in? Because try pouring this honey, as thick and gorgeous as it is, into that skinny little hole that is in the spray bottle. Okay, so the next ingredients are going to be your essential oils. Now, this particular recipe calls for some very powerful oils, and these oils I only use Young Living. And so this is Thieves Essential Oil Blend. This is clove. Thieves actually has clove in it, but we're going to use even more clove as a single oil, and one of our powerhouse singles, which is Copaiba. And so these oils all come in what we call a Vitality essential oil, which is our dietary essential oils. These are the aromatic and topical versions of those same oils that are in Vitality. The only difference between Thieves Essential Oil in this bottle and Thieves in the Vitality bottle is the label. And so because I'm making this here at the office, I'm going to use what I have, and that is the aromatic and topical. We're going to be putting it in this recipe. So the recipe calls for 5 drops of Thieves. So I'm going to do 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then 5 drops of clove. These are also very cold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 drops of the Copaiba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we're just going to start together. The honey and the oils will help blend everything together. Another thing that you might want to do is put your oils in the honey first and then add your water and your mouthwash. That just kind of helps to get the oils distributed throughout the honey and helps keep them suspended in the mouthwash. This recipe will settle when this mouthwash sits on the shelf for any length of time, maybe all day. You'll start seeing a separation. This cloudiness won't be throughout. It'll be layered. It'll look more clear on the bottom and then more cloudy at the top. Just give it a shake and then shake it before you use it. So lots of people are enjoying this recipe for a throat spray. It's an all natural. As you see, those are the only ingredients that go into this. No alcohol, no yucky ingredients that shouldn't be in something that you're spraying in your mouth. But use it on your tongue, your throat. Use it every day before you go out to school or to work, before you're around a bunch of people. Use it in the evening. I do some public speaking, and sometimes when I have been talking too much, my throat gets a little uncomfortable, and this throat spray knocks that right out. So if you're a vocalist or you're somebody that uses your voice a lot throughout the day, this is going to be something you want to keep on hand all the time. You're going to love it. If you are trying to strengthen your body and its immune system, this is a really good thing to have in your toolbox. So because of the honey, it tastes so yummy, and it is kid friendly. So you're not going to have somebody say, "Ooh, yuck." Yeah. So I'm going to work on stirring this up, and I'm going to come back and we're going to bottle it. Okay, so I love using the little funnels for this because you're pouring into a very small hole. And I'm going to just hold this funnel up a little bit so that it is not sitting down and creating a vapor barrier. So I'm just going to pour this up and bottle it equally between the 4 bottles. If you're doing just 1 bottle, 1 recipe, then you'll just do your 1. All right, so we'll put the spray nozzle in, twist it down, and there you go. And because we're dealing with honey and it's sticky, I've got a towel with some Thieves cleaner on it, and we're just wiping off any of that honey that may have gotten on the side of the bottle. So it's a fantastic recipe. I will link the Etsy store where you can get all of these recipes and learn how to make your own elderberry, learn how to make a chest roller, a wellness roller, this throat spray, even a detox bath. You'll love this recipe card. Let me know if you make this throat spray, and let me know how it changes your life. Have a good day. Okay, did you catch that little mistake? That was 5 drops of each oil for 1 batch. I caught my mistake, and I went back and I added 15 more drops of each oil, making it a total of 20 drops, because 4 times 5 is 20. So that's what I needed for a batch of 4 bottles.